of this holiday season? Is it looking very crowded? A lot of times people go, and because they don't go often, they don't know what crowded versus not crowded looks like. Like I remember.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
well, so last week I was there a couple times, and it was very, very crowded. And my wife said to me, "Oh, you know what? I guess they're turning it around for the holiday season." I said, "No, wait a minute, because earlier in the month was not very crowded at all. Last week it was, and I said, this is the last week before annual passes are blocked out for the rest of the year. I said, next week will be the decider, because I think this is the week that all the locals are going to go, because they're like, we got to get in all our Christmas stuff beforehand." And then this week came, and it was just a sharp decline. So you're seeing the lack of people. The people that are coming are not the people that they want. They don't want the locals. They don't want the annual pass holders. They want the people that are coming in from outside that are going to be completely immersed in the Disney bubble, in that atmosphere, and stay in their resorts, use their transportation, eat their food, and go to their theme parks. And that's what's not showing up this year. And that should be... I mean, we saw it on the 4th of July, Pro. We covered it on that park place where the 4th of July was a ghost town. And I said the holiday season is what's going to really determine whether or not this is going to be a disaster, in the coming year. And, oh boy, is it ever going to be a disaster.
And Vash, your thoughts on Disneyland? Are you seeing the same sort of thing?
Yeah, I'm seeing very much the same sort of thing. Annual pass holders were going before they were actually blocked out in big numbers in order to take advantage of the holidays festivities before they were finally blocked out. But Marvin is right. Disney doesn't necessarily want annual pass holders to show up on either coast because, well, per day, when they're there, they simply don't spend as much as tourists do. This is why Disneyland has been pivoting towards a more tourist-driven economy for itself, and why Walt Disney World really doesn't focus much on annual pass holders, because they simply just don't spend as much per day as tourists often do, especially international guests. I do agree with Mike's assessment, though. This quarter right here, I think, is going to be a real bloodbath for them. I think they're going to take a big hit, which is profound, because if we look at the fiscal year 2024 Q4 results, those were the lowest operating income for the parks in over 2 years, I believe, is what was reflected in that report. So the fact that this could be even down at a time when it should be a boon for the parks, I think it really is troubling. I bring up this photo because these are the annual pass holders, the tourists who are actually coming, but not necessarily taking part in their festivities, in their festival that they have over there at DCA right now, not waiting for their food booths, etc. Even if you have images of people at the parks, even if you see people in line for their attractions, it doesn't mean they're necessarily spending money. They could be going there, taking advantage of the festivities, but not actually opening their wallets. That's the big thing to take away from all of this.
Very well